Hi, I'm Mark from LM Small Engine. Today we're working on a Stihl MS390 chainsaw. It wasn't starting. They kept on pulling the rope till the rope actually broke out of there. So we're gonna go ahead and fix the recoil rope and check out the carburetor and stuff, see why it's not starting. So hope you enjoy the video. Okay, let's take this cover off. 4 screws hold it on here. Spring's still good and everything, just the rope broke. So we'll go ahead and pop that spool off of there and okay, let me go get a rope and stuff and I'll be right back. Okay, I got a new steel rope. I'm going to take a lighter and melt these ends here. Do that so they don't fray out and it's easy to go ahead and put it through the holes and everything. I'll go ahead and put a knot on this side here. Okay, that little end on that recoil there, that goes in this open spot right there. So how it catches and everything. Put this washer back on. Okay, now I gotta go grab a rope grip. Okay, let's put these screws back on. Okay, now we can go ahead and see why the thing ain't gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna blow that off a little bit before we start tearing the air filter and stuff off. Get all that sawdust out of there. Blow out around the spark plug. Once I get this air filter off, I'm gonna pull that spark plug out. See how this chainsaw was burning the fuel. Back of the air filter is really packed full of sawdust. Around here, I'm gonna put my finger over that hole and blow out around there. Blow off this air filter. Burning really lean. I'm gonna grab the camera and look inside there. Just make sure the cylinder's okay. You start seeing some scratches on there, but it don't look too terribly bad. There's still good compression in there. Okay, let's go ahead and take this carburetor out. Take the throttle linkage out. Use like an 8mm or 5/16. Take them two nuts off. Got this fuel line underneath here. And I break that loose a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna kind of clean it off a little bit before we tear it apart. Okay, let's tear it apart. Check out the diaphragms. This is a Walbro carburetor. Actually looks really nice and clean on that side. Screen's not clogged up or anything. I'm gonna put a mark right there just so we know that this comes on the choke side. Just a little reminder. Of course, it has these pins in there. Pretty much it only goes in there one way, but take this rubber off here so I can get to that screw. That might be our problem. That diaphragm's pretty stiff. And then when you check that for your needle and seat, if you go like this, it should be level with the sides there. That's how you know that's set right. Well, let me go find the diaphragm kit for this. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't have just a diaphragm kit. I have a complete kit with the new needle, the new screen and everything. It's a Walbro kit. It's a K12-HDA. Has all the new needle and everything. We're just gonna go ahead and put that new needle and everything in there. I doubt it needs it, but it comes with a kit, so kind of hold down. There's a spring under here and everything. Kind of hold all this down. And just don't lose that spring. There's that spring right here. I'm gonna blow all that out really good, real quick. Okay, I'm gonna set that spring in there. Put our new needle in there, and it comes with a new pin. And you kind of put it in there like that. There we go. Tighten that little screw up. Make sure it's right. Just a hair under that. Okay, now the diaphragm. Like that. And this side goes down. Battery went dead. I had to charge the battery up. Go ahead and snug all these up. Oh, it's so tight you break the heads off. I'm gonna go ahead and blow all that sawdust and oil out of there. Goes on there like that. Put them in the pinholes there. Make sure it pops into place. Okay, let's throw that thing back on there. Before I do that, see this has some, grab a little screwdriver here. They call them fixed jets, but you can like turn them a little bit. The tips are, someone broke them tips off, so you can adjust it a little bit. So this one stops right there. Turn them all the way out till they stop. But I don't like these things here. The spark plug here, it's burning lean. And my opinion on this stuff is, gas air mixture is a lot different at sea level than it is up, say, up in the Rocky Mountains or something like that. So I like it. I cut a lot of wood for the winter time to heat the shop and everything. And on my saw, I popped them out of there so I can fine tune it. But being this is a customer one, I really don't have the right to do that. But you can pop them plastic caps off, and the mixture screws are right underneath there. That way you can turn them more than where they only go so far and stop. If I could show you how to do it, but I'm not gonna do it. That way you can fine tune your saw, but you like take like a little picker or something and you just pop it in and you just pop them out. If it was my saw, I'd do that, but like I said, this is a customer saw. I better not do that. But I turn them out all the way as you can because you don't want to score the piston on this. And if you ran, too much longer like that, it's going to get hot enough where it's going to start melting that aluminum piston or the cylinder wall, and you score the piston, and it's not going to run, and you spend a lot of money rebuilding it. Let's hook up that fuel line. Push that down into place. We got throttle now. Okay, let's put a new plug in there. Plug that we took out was a NGK BPM R7A. That's our new one there. I think there's supposed to be like about 25, I believe. I'm gonna spray just a little bit of WD-40 in that piston, just to kind of lubricate that piston rings for the oil and the gas kind of take over. That's what lubes these motors, is that oil and the gas. Make sure it clicks. Has a decompression button on it, looks like. Okay, now the air filter. For this first take of gas, I'm going to put in there, it's going to have a little bit more 2-cycle oil in it than what the saw recommends. It just kind of, there's like a little bit of scratches in the cylinder well. It's not bad, but I'm going to tell them that there's a little bit more oil in there that might smoke a little bit more than normal, but this one, that first tank is done, and just go back to normal. A little bit too much oil, the worst is going to happen, you're foul out a plug. But fouling out a plug is way cheaper than scoring a piston in my book. So I'm going to put some gas in there and see what happens. Get my can with a little bit more oil in there. Not much. Like a ½ ounce more than what it should be. But I like using this mixture of gas on a warm day, cutting wood for myself. Well, let's check that bar oil out. You don't want to start up a saw with no bar oil in there, because next thing you know, we're replacing the oil pump, and that's bone dry too. Rule of thumb on chainsaws: when you put gas in it, put bar oil in it. There. When I start up, if it starts up, but when it starts up, the chain's kind of saggy on it. They got a new chain they're going to put on it, so this chain here is kind of wore out and stretched out, so don't pay any attention to the chain. They got a new chain. In fact, when they come pick it up, they asked me to put the new chain on, so see if it starts up, I guess. Okay, squeeze the trigger down. I'm going to put it all the way down to choke, and I'm going to pull the rope, and once it pops, then I'm going to bring it up. It's all the way down. Once it pops, I'll bring it up one click. That means it'll take the choke off, but it'll still be on fast idle. And then pull the trigger and it goes back up to idle. So it popped. Bring it up one notch. Well, there you go. Hope this video helps you out. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. Anyway, you guys have a good afternoon.